Good morning, student. The lesson on the asexual and sexual reproduction plants. The first part is here. Cutting is completed. Another one, the crafting. The first, the types of crafting, the bud crafting, approach crafting, and the tongue crafting, crown crafting, wedge crafting. The first one, the bud crafting means is a letter A and T. A and T is one of the shape of the crafting method. Already the stoke means soil to medium. The cyan means is a crafting. Crafting is to join the method, two different plant to join the crafting. Next one, approach crafting. Approach crafting means is a two method is followed. One stoke and a cyans. Stoke is the soil is one of the plant to apply the stoke medium. Another one, the cyans is the plant to cut in the nature. Thus both cut off the end is a slice. After to cut the slice, the 1 to 4 weeks to ready to plants is a formation. Is after to plants formation to cut the determination are detached from the separate plant. The separate plant means to formation of new plants is a approach crafting. Approach means is two method. Next, tongue crafting. Tongue crafting means at the same time the stoke and cyan method. அது எல்லா மெத்தட்லையும் நம்ம என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணுறோன்னா ஸ்டோக் அண்ட் சியான் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். ஸ்டோக்குனா இந்த சாயில் மீடியம், சியான்னா கிராஃப்டிங். த டூ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் த பிளான்ட் இஸ் அட்டாச்சு. அதை முன்னாடியே சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன். நெக்ஸ்ட் அனதர் ஒன் க்ரோன் கிராஃப்டிங். க்ரோன் கிராஃப்டிங் மீன்ஸ் இஸ் ஏ லார்ஜ் சைஸ்டு பிளேஸ் இன் த ஸ்டோக். லார்ஜ் சைஸ்டு மீன்ஸ் இஸ் ஏ சாயில் மீடியம். லார்ஜ் சைஸ்டு ஸ்டோக் to cyans crafting to attachment of the is a grown method. Is a grown method to stick the plant to fix the position of the plant, the grown crafting. Next, wedge crafting. Wedge crafting தமிழனா ஆப் சைஸ்னு சொல்லுவோம். Wedge crafting to method is a stoke is a park in nature. The each and every plant park is present. Is a stoke to apply the twiig is a section of nature. Twiig means coding சொல்கிறோம். The twiig the cyans the two different twiig to attachment the wedge crafting nature. Each crafting to inserted in the cambium. Cambium means the end of the plant. No acquisition சொல்கிறது. The vascular cambium to example. The vascular cambium to join in the crafting nature. ஒரு பிளான் இன்னொரு பிளான் இணைக்கும் போது வாஸ்குலார் கேம்பியம் நம்ம அட்டாச் பண்ணுறோம். அதனால் வெஜ் கிராஃப்டிங் மீன்ஸ் இஸ் ஏ தமிழ் ஆப் ஷேப்னு சொல்கிறது. நெக்ஸ்ட்டு அனதர் ஒன் இந்த லேயரிங். லேயரிங் மீன்ஸ் இஸ் ஏ த பேரண்ட் த்ரூ த பேரண்ட் பிளான் டு ஃபார்மேஷன் ஆஃப் லேயரிங். லேயரிங்னா தமிழ் அடுக்கல்னு பேர். இஸ் அ த லேயரிங் பிளான் டு the parents plan to develop in the new form. The root develop in the root parts is the planted a new plant is formation. The root part to formation of the new plant is formation, the layering. Next, types of layering, mount layering, air layering. It's divided into two types of layering. First one, mount layering. Mount layering to apply the flexible nature. The flexible plant, the mount means to particular part is mounting is applied for the flexible plant. Flexible means valaikudiyadhu mari. Is a flexible plant to apply the lower branch of leaves to apply in the mounting nature. Stem the buried in the soil. The flexible plant stem the part is buried in the soil to apply for is a mount layering. Next, the buried is grown the new plant is formation. After buried to develop in the new plant is formation through the mother plant. நம்ம மவுண்ட் லேயரிங்கிறது மதர் பிளான்லேருந்து உருவாகக்கூடியதான் மவுண்ட் லேயரிங் சொல்கிறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் அந்த ஒன் ஏர் லேயரிங். ஏர் லேயரிங் மீன்ஸ் ஏர் மீன்ஸ் இஸ் தி என்டையர் பிளான்ட் இஸ் ஏர் இன் நேச்சர். ஏர் லேயரிங் டு அப்ளை ஃபார் த ஸ்டெம் நோடல் ரீஜன். நோடல் ஸ்டெம் நோடல் ஸ்டெம் நோடல் stem nodal region to apply for the hormone. Is a air layering to apply the hormone nature. Hormone means the growth hormone. The apply the growth hormone is a air layering. Is a hormone to apply the promote is a layering. Each and air layering to promote to apply the hormone is applied. The portion the air layering to apply the moist soil, and moist soil is to entire part it present the rooting in the polythene bag. air layering to applied for the polythene bag. After root is emerge out, to formation of the air layering. 2 to 4 months is white the air layering. After 2 to 4 months is such branch is developed in the air layering to formation. The air layering to formation for the callus is formation. Callus means is a small piece of plant. Callus means small piece. Each and every plant to small piece named the calyx. The calyx means a genetically change in the nature. Each and every layering the plant genetical character through the undesirable change to formation of the callus nature. Next, so another one the advantage, disadvantage of the types of layering and tissue culture. Next one the conventional method. Advantages of conventional method. First one the plant produced are genetically uniform. Conventional method genetically uniform. Genetically means each and every plant produce in the gene to express genetically uniform. First one advantage. Second one the plants produce the quickly. The plants start creation to produce in the quickly nature. Start period between no seed. The conventional method produce in the no seed start to time of producing the plant. Next another one, the plants propagate the more economically, and commercial to produce the plants. Example, tomato, example potato. Next, two different plants desirable characters. All conventional method to producing the plant. The conventional method desirable character of plants. Next, another disease resistance and high yield, more viable. All characters of the conventional method. These are the advantages of the conventional methods. Advantages of conventional method is completed. Next, disadvantages of conventional method. Disadvantages of conventional method one character is use the virus infected plants. Virus infected plants and virus infected the new plants. Disadvantage only one character. The already infected plant propagation of new plants, disease or virus infection of the other plants. So only one disadvantage. Next another one needs to be modern methods. Modern methods, the conventional method is next one modern methods. Modern method is proposed by the Professor Shinkai 1992. It's a Cornell University. The modern method is used in the self-describing. Each and every cell to describe in the modern method. We use the totipotent. Totipotent means each and every cell to regulate the totipotence. That is example is the tissue culture. Tissue culture to do the totipotent method. Totipotent cell is a totipotency. Totipotency describe the totipotent method for modern methods. The genetically ability to plant to produce in the modern method totipotent cell or totipotency. So use in the modern methods. Next is another one is the characteristics of the modern method. This each and every character used in the horticulture and farmer utilize in the modern methods. The plant tissue culture to special character and special tissue culture used in the modern methods. The suitable to control the character for modern method is applied nature. Next, micro propagation. Micro means is a small level or each small cell used in micro propagation. So, both plants to micro propagation to apply a single cell, tissue and initiative structure. These are the tissue culture used in the micro propagation nature. The tissue culture is called micro propagation to produce the new plants. These are micro propagation. Next one, the advantage and advantage of modern method. Next one, disadvantage of modern methods. The first one, the desired character to produce in the modern method. Modern method means it's an artificial method. The tissue culture to produce in the large amount of is a desired character. Desired character means is a new varieties to produce. Next one, the plant produces the genetically identical. It's a modern method to use the genetically identical. Genetically identical means clone method. The cloning method to produce the genetically and identical. Next one, the tissue culture they carried out any season. There is no particular season to use it in the tissue culture. The any season to produce in the large amount of modern method. Next another one, do not produce a viable seed. The tissue culture in the modern method to use it in the do not viable seeds. Next one is a rare and endangered plants the propagated. The modern method to use it for the endangered already சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன். endangered அழியக்கூடிய அறியும் தருவாய் உள்ளது. The endangered plants to propagated. Next, disease free from plants. The disease residency power plants to produce in the modern method. Next is cells genetically modified transfer the plants. Genetically modified means GM அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். G means genetically, M means the genetically modified the plant to produce in the modern methods. These are the advantages of modern methods. Next one, the disadvantage. Disadvantage is only the some character. Disadvantage means the disadvantage is low level labor is required. So low level labor requires in the skilled workers. Skilled workers is a very rare to use in the disadvantage. Next, sterile condition of the produce in the tissue culture. The more amount of tissue culture, sometimes the sterile nature. Sterile nature, some reason, the environment in the and growth of culture medium to sterile nature. Another one, the clones the genetically identical to produce in the modern method. Is there is no variation of plants. There is no identified the new variation. எந்த ஒரு புதிய பிளான் நம்ம மாடர்ன் மெத்தடில் கண்டுபிடிக்க முடியாது. The new plants do not produce in the modern method. This one the disadvantage method of the plants. Next, some disadvantage of method is callus is to produce in the identical and genetical, including callus method to identical genetical plants is the modern methods. The callus to an undesirable character, some undesirable character to produce in the modern methods. These are the completed in the advantage and disadvantage of the modern methods. This completed in the asexual method of the reproduction in plants. Next, today homework is noted the some 10 question. Today homework, first question explain the approach cropping. Next question, what is the tongue cropping? The third one, the define wedge cropping. Fourth one, what is layering? Fifth question, write the types of layering. Sixth one, write the advantages of conventional method. Seventh one, write the uses of modern method. Eighth one, what is the micro propagation? Ninth question, write the advantages of modern method. 10th question, define air layering. These are 10 questions. Today the homework to write and find out the answer. Thank you, student.